Hello. This is a more esoteric take on the traditional four elements meditation. Ask yourself where our five senses originated from, or what their etheric precursors are. What is our sense of smell, and what is its energetic origin? What is it pointing to or emerging from? Think of our senses as the bridge between the world of spirit and energy and the physical world. Think about how our souls struggle to express themselves fully in our physical world. Think about how the energy of nature seeks to use the four elements to communicate its essence to us humans and to the animals. Think about the possibility that the four elements are not yet complete in their striving to fully connect with us. I realize this could seem confusing, but look at it this way. You, as a human being with a soul, desire to express yourself in a way that is gratifying and uplifting. Is not the force that drives you the very desire to be as truthful to your inner core as possible? Why wouldn't the earth itself be experiencing this same desire? Its modes of expression are born through the four elements, and in their various combinations. It is through the partnership between the four elements of our earth and humans that even greater expressions of life seek to emerge. In this meditation, explore your inner feelings and longings as you experience each of the elements. Open up your five senses beyond your usual tendencies to experience deeper relationships with the elements. For example, what is smell? In alchemy, the oil of a flower is considered the soul of the flower. Its perfume conveys its soul to you. When you smell its fragrance, you are allowing the soul of the flower to enter into you and merge with your consciousness and your own physical elements. If you weren't allowing this, how would you be able to smell the flower or any other thing? Do you see? Smell is a merging of energies along a particular pathway. Can you remember any times where the fragrance of sunlight or of morning dew conveyed a hidden meaning to you? Can you remember the smells of your dreams? Do you recall smells from your childhood? Not just smells of flowers or of your parents, but the smells of the trees and the earth and of the memory itself. Time is a progression, and not always in a straight line. In this meditation, each element embodies a particular time of the day, so allow the shifting of time and place to be natural and without any confusion. If at any time during this meditation you feel uncomfortable, simply stop and return to your current reality. Let's begin our meditation with the element of earth. The element of earth. Picture yourself walking peacefully out in nature. It is the morning of a perfect day, just the right temperature, and you are bathed in sunlight and tranquility. The golden sun warms your back and head, and a ripple of bodily joy courses up and down your spine. You're walking amongst the gently sloping grassy hills without any thoughts or concerns. As you crest a small hill, you notice a pool of slightly steaming and bubbling mud close by. You approach it, and your body is very attracted to it. There is no one around. You are alone and completely safe. The devas or archangels are present and will always protect you as you allow yourself to be fully present and open to the unfolding magic. You walk to the edge of the mud and remove your clothes, feeling the warmth of the sunlight embrace your bare skin. There is a very slight and playful breeze. You put your toes in the mud. It is hot, but not too hot. It's that perfect heat where you slip your foot in, pause, and feel your body accept the penetrating heat. You recognize its healing properties and slowly immerse your ankle and your calf. Inside, you feel the relaxation beginning to unwind all your tension. You are further drawn to this effervescent mud bath. You put your other foot in and feel that there are solid rocks under the steaming mud to support you. You take another step and slowly submerge your legs. The mud is thick, yet supple, and it fully surrounds and presses perfectly against you. You lower your groin in ever so slowly, as the heat takes a minute to adjust to. But you smile, as it is sensual and slightly arousing. You submerge a little more, sitting comfortably on the submerged rock and allowing the heat to release all of the tension from your solar plexus, your lower back, and up to your breast. You dip your hands and arms in now, feeling the beauty of this liquid earth, and rub the mud on your chest and neck. Now you slide down, the heat releasing the grief from your heart, caressing your neck and jaw up to just beneath your nostrils. You tip your head back and drink in the deliciousness of this sacrament against the back of your neck. There is a carved rock that perfectly cradles the back of your head, and now you are fully immersed. For a time you open your eyes amidst the gentle steam and gaze up at the beautiful blue sky. Your chest heaves a heavy sigh as all of the old is released and consumed by this wondrous element, transmuted into pure nothingness. Your throat releases as you let out a sigh. Your eyes cloud for a moment with tears of happiness, and you feel completely released of your past and all your worry. You begin to smell all the rich minerals within this chocolate mud, and you are transported back to freedom and innocence. Become one with the mud and sense its part in this grand pageant, seeing how it supports life, gives grounding and security, nurtures us all within its womb. See the mother and be blanketed within her arms. The archangel Uriel guides the gnomes of the earth in recreating your physical form. Rest here for a moment and pause this recording if you like. The element of water. Once you feel satisfied, slowly rise up out of the mud, rubbing the mud in more deeply where you feel the need to, and stand in the sun. Feel how some of the mud dries and cracks in a pleasant way and amplifies the positive warmth of the sun. Take a long look around you. There is a glistening crystal blue pool of water a little ways off. As you walk peacefully toward the inviting pool, the sun strengthens and moves directly overhead. The pool of water is pristine and warm in the sun, and its source is an underground spring that is fed annually by the nearby snow-capped mountains. This is absolutely pure and filled with nourishing trace minerals. And before getting in, you stoop down and drink from it. The sun has further energized it, making it a complete food source, and you practically want to inhale it as if it were the absolute source of life. After completely satisfying your thirst, you stand up and walk into the pool. The bottom is slightly sandy, and the crusted mud on your skin begins to dissolve in the warm liquid blessing. The temperature is perfect, and you lay back, floating weightless in the shallow golden chalice. You rub the wonderful sand all over yourself and feel the old layers dissolving in this bath for your physical and emotional body. Again, you feel a deep release, and the sun and the water cradle you as a newborn. Here, you are completely alone and absolutely free of any worries or interference. This is your private haven, your long-awaited home. Now, breathe deeply, smelling and tasting the rich mineral sustenance, knowing that you lack absolutely nothing. All of your previous traumas and worries slowly release, and this spiritual water completely transmutes your pain and baptizes you with a mineral perfume. Your hair softens and thickens, and time stands still. The water is the oracle, and she sends you beautiful visions of a positive future for you, your family and friends, and the planet. The Archangel Gabriel directs the undines of the water within your form and emotions. Rest here. Pause this recording if you like. The element of air. As you emerge from the pool with the utmost peace having penetrated every atom of your being, you feel the gentle breeze playfully touching your skin. You are not cold nor uncomfortable, and your skin recalls the presence and touch of an intimate past love. You see an inviting grassy hill nearby, and you feel called to it. The sun now moves toward the horizon as late afternoon approaches, and the wind encircles you as you walk up the hill. You feel blanketed and caressed. Tiny wisps dance around your ears, whispering mysteries and filling you with knowledge from days long gone by. You recognize the breeze. It is an old friend and playmate. It speaks your name and reminds you of why you came into this lifetime. You remember moments from your childhood and recall visions from past lives when you and the wind were one and the same. Your bones quicken with strength, and the strength radiates into your blood and flesh. You feel slightly invigorated and your senses sharpen all around. The wind has its own fragrance, its own perfume, and each memory that arises has a long familiar scent. You remember these scents, yet you cannot place them. None of them are from a flower, or a tree, or a food, or a person. They are unique, as if each memory had its own fragrance. Smell seems to transcend its traditional place, and it bleeds over into your memories. The element of air lifts you out of your imprisoning emotions and allows you to look down with detachment and discretion as the silent watcher, evaluating your life and seeing the ways in which you can rise above and journey into more of who you are. The Archangel Raphael breathes out the sylphs of the air to recreate your mental form and sight. Rest here at peace and pause this recording if you desire to linger. The element of fire. Night has now arrived, and you see a shimmering light beckoning from another hill, up a little higher than this one. You still feel very safe, and the grass and soft earth beneath your feet hold you steady as you walk with confidence at night. You are protected, guided, grounded, clear and thoroughly at peace. It is like a warm and slightly balmy summer's night. The Milky Way above is present in a way you have never known, and you sense all of the souls that have gone before you, watching, listening, welcoming. As you arrive at the hilltop, you see that the shimmering light is purple-violet at its center with a whitish blue halo. It sizzles and feels electric. It startles you for a minute, but it has a magnetic quality and you want to touch it. You reach out your finger, halfway expecting to get a shock, but it is cool to the touch, and the electric nature thrills you to your core. You slide your arm in up to your elbow, and the hair stands up all over your body. Now you are supremely curious, and you walk slowly into the shimmering violet light. You gasp as the electric current envelops you, and a scarlet hue forms along the edges of your form. You are astounded by the energy you feel, and every atom of your physical, etheric, emotional, and mental bodies is cleansed and vitalized. You feel more alive than you ever have, and wave after pulsing wave of energy courses from your feet through your skull, back down through your feet, electrifying you as the current rises up into your head again. Your body is in ecstasy, sighing and gasping in pleasure, and you become weightless. Truly, the phoenix does not rise only once from the ashes in our lifetimes, but time and time again. The Archangel Michael charges the lesser salamanders in the reformation of your mind and etheric body. You are cleansed. The violet light and electricity begin to fade, and you find yourself lying gently on the earth. You are covered with a soft and weighted blanket, your head cradled in a soft pillow. Your body is pleasingly exhausted and moans in a great inner pleasure and renewal. You drift off into a deep, deep sleep, thoroughly spent, but in a state of chrysalis. You will awaken as the butterfly, transformed, renewed, complete. All blessings to you. Be at peace.